Well, around the third week of February this year, that's when the court came out and announced Mason Greenwood innocent of the charges that have been placed to him by his girlfriend, whom they own a baby together. And United went ahead to issue a statement a week later that they are going to do what we call an internal investigation. And since February, they had not gone ahead to put out any statement as a club, but they've been using their correspondence to issue messages to us, we who come out and obviously do what we call fan content. And today, United have gone ahead to issue a very huge statement concerning Mason Greenwood, and it has lots of positives, and it comes in at the very right time when fans of United have always gone ahead to ask me, Rokani, what's up with Greenwood? And I don't want to come out on fake news. That's the beauty with me. And that's why I always tell you that endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on daily. Because I don't fake stories, I always come out with the best for you guys, and obviously we'll continue to do the needful to obviously tell you exactly what stories are coming in from Manchester United. I know lots of people that watching this channel want to know about Greenwood, and today I'm not going to mention your names because you have very many. If I told them to mention your names, then you'll find yourselves in a situation of not seeing yourselves in, and maybe it might not go well down your thoughts. But let's start it off with the statement that United dropped about Mason Greenwood. Now, the statement read, following the dropping of all charges against Mason Greenwood in February 2023, Manchester United has conducted a thorough investigation into the allegations made against him. This has drawn on extensive evidence and context not in public domain, and we have heard from numerous people with direct involvement, knowledge of the case. Throughout the process, the welfare and perspective of the alleged victim has been central to the club's inquiries, and we respect her right to lifelong anonymity. We also have responsibilities to Mason as an employee, as a young person who has been with the club since the age of 7, and as a new father with a partner. The fact-finding phase of our investigation is now complete, and we are in the final stages of making a decision on Mason Greenwood's future. Contrary to media speculation, the decision has not yet been made and is currently the subject of intensive internal deliberation. Responsibility ultimately rests with the Chief Executive Officer, that is Richard Arnold. Once made, the decision will be communicated and explained to the club's internal and external stakeholders. This has been a difficult case for everyone associated with Manchester United, and we understand the strong opinions it has provoked based on the partial evidence in the public domain. We ask for patience as we work through the final stages of this carefully considered process. Now, they've gone ahead to call for patience, and I've always told you that all this is happening. Had I put it here, by the way, it looks like I don't put it here, but that is the statement as you see it onto your screen that Manchester United have gone ahead to put up as far as Mason Greenwood is really concerned. To my own understanding, I won't eat my words on this. I've always told you that Manchester United is a club that has gone ahead to obviously build all what it has on what we call integrity and fan base. But there is one big factor that most of us have not gone ahead to give attention to detail. It's all about the money. That is it. Because, look, there is no way United is going to let Mason Greenwood go and really give him a compensation of close to £30 million, you know? Because if his contract is valued for because he still has 2-3 years on his contract, and every year Greenwood has to earn he earns £75,000 a week, right? Times 52 weeks. That is £4 million. Now, 3 years, that is 12 million pounds to be given to Mason Greenwood. Now, if at all they find themselves in a situation of letting him go, yet he has not committed any crime because he was proved innocent. That is it. All charges were dropped, and there is no way you can obviously rely onto that and obviously come through and obviously say Mason Greenwood is guilty. He's not guilty, and if at all you terminate his contract, you have to go out and really pay him close to times 2 or 3 the amount of money that his contract is obviously left with. And if at all Mason Greenwood was proved guilty, United would have gone ahead to obviously terminate his contract without compensating him with no single penny. But this time round, the compensation has to go beyond. That is it. No. Let's say the compensation should be £30 million. Do you know what has failed Harry Maguire to leave Manchester United to West Ham? Harry Maguire has gone ahead to ask for his entire salary. That is willing to go to West Ham and half of his salary, that is £100,000 a week, and the other £100,000 a week are supposed to come in through from Manchester United. And for the 3 years that's left on his contract, that is close to £15 million, and is demanding for £7 million on departure, and the rest should be paid later. So United are not willing to spend £15 million on the departure of Harry Maguire, whose value is less and dropping every year. Now, you tell me that for a player like Mason Greenwood, whose value is still high, and if at all he has a decent season, he can go in for £100 million, United are willing to let him out of this club. This is all done to buy time, to see to it that United finds themselves in a proper position to obviously get the best PR statement, and they are really taking calculative measures on how they are going to introduce Mason Greenwood to the club of Manchester United. As if a situation was even to keep him and loan him, they would have gone ahead to loan him during the preseason, such that he gets a better preseason with the club, because Mason Greenwood has not been taking part in competitive football for close to 1.5 years now. What does that mean? It means that that option is out. The only option left is retaining him to the club of Manchester United, and I think that is really going to happen. The stories that we heard that they are going to obviously bring him back at Manchester United, that they are waiting to make the decision because they need to consult the players of Manchester United playing for the England national team of women that's playing the World Cup. That was also a buying time statement, because all this has been done before they went to before the season ended. United knew that these girls are going to go to the World Cup, right? And they have their opinion. And everything is done, but the way to counter the backlash, because trust me, there are going to be fans of Manchester United who are going to come out and obviously say, Mason, we know what you did. That is it, because I've also seen a certain statement being put out by a certain group of Manchester United, let me check for it here, of Manchester United fans, and they're like trying to obviously put in what we call their submission, and this is the Manchester United Supporters Trust. It's on Twitter. They've gone ahead to put out a statement that obviously doesn't obviously match with what maybe they're also trying to put out a response to the statement put out by Manchester United. They've said, in response to requests from members, we are providing a simple mechanism for members to submit their views on Mason Greenwood, which are collating and will be sharing with some senior management of Manchester United. We intend to send an initial submission in the next few days, and then we will send a further submission of comments a short period after the decision is announced, so that those who wish to can also submit comments with knowledge of the decision outcome. It is important to emphasize that Man United Fans Trust's role here is to provide a mechanism for supporters' views to be shared. We do not wish to lead members to submit any particular viewpoint, nor make anyone feel excluded. So it's entirely at your discretion to use or not to use this opportunity to have your views presented to the club in the form of a document of aggregated comments. We have notified the club that we will be conducting this process, but we cannot offer any view on how. the club will choose to utilize the feedback they receive. Comments will be anonymous. Other fields will not be included in the documents unless you choose to include personally identifiable information in your account comment. We have not made a decision yet as to whether we should also publish these comments, but please note that is a possibility, and so you should bear that in mind when composing any comment. That is coming in from the Manchester United Supporters Trust. They've gone ahead to confirm with the club Manchester United that we are going to conduct this. So this huge hint dropped leaves us in a very, 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 very curious situation and anxious situation. But all in all, Greenwood is going to be reinstated in the club of Manchester United, according to me, because all pointers are showing that they want him back at the club of Manchester United. So thank you very much for watching through. Your reactions to United dropping huge Greenwood hint are welcome in the comment section below. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm returning the next 2 hours to bring you more stories about Mason Greenwood, as Ten Hag, Adidas have gone ahead to issue statements on Mason Greenwood. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu Fikum, and my Christian viewers and subscribers, I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may Lord bless you throughout the night.